Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Killing Them Softly. This movie is directed by Andrew Dominique, who previously directed The Assassination of Jesse James by the caliber Robert Ford. And this movie stars Brad Pitt, Scoot McNairy, Ray Liotta, and James Gandolfini. Now the plot of this movie is basically these two nobodies decide to knock over this card game hosted by a mobster. And they make a fortune off the deal, but then the higher-ups decide to send Brad Pitt's character, Jackie, after these two guys. And Brad Pitt's not your typical hitman because he likes to, as he says, kill them softly. He doesn't like to be all up in your face and shoot you and get all messy and things. He likes to slowly eke his way towards you and then finish the job. Now, right off the bat, let me tell you, this movie is going to be compared to last year's Drive, and this is why. The trailer makes this movie out to be some sort of, action or some sort of mobster movie that we've seen before, People are going to see the trailer and go, oh my gosh, it's this generation's Goodfellas. Well, I can tell you guys that, just like Drive, this trailer is misleading. That's not to say the movie is bad, it's just not at all what I thought it was going to be. Now, honestly, this movie was good for really only 3 reasons. 1, Brad Pitt's character. 2, the amount of characters from The Sopranos in this, and the different characters from good movies. Richard Jenkins is one of them. He played the dad in Step Brothers. He's a good actor. In this, he just seemed like he was just the guy taking orders, really didn't do much. Scoot McNairy, who played the pessimistic guy in Argo, got the mustache that was like, oh, this plan's not going to work. He was good in this. His voice sounded a lot like Giovanni Ribisi, and he looked like Casey Affleck, but good job. His partner, Squirrel, I think his name is, he's like this druggy dude. He played Daggett in Dark Knight Rises. And if you were to go and watch him in Dark Knight Rises and then this movie, completely different. So that was good to see. Ray Liotta's in this, but his character isn't in the movie for too long. Had he been, a mainstay in the movie, I would have liked it more, but he was only in it from the beginning, and that's it. James Gandolfini's character is just not Tony Soprano, if that's what you're hoping for. He's just some guy just having a hard time with his marriage, who just likes to drink and sleep with prostitutes, and he basically, his 2 scenes with Brad Pitt is just him complaining about his life, and so, because of that, Brad Pitt kind of comes off, hearing about other people's problems, and basically he comes off as the cool, suave guy that he was in Ocean's 11. A guy that knows how to solve problems and just wishes that everybody was smarter and can do their job. Now, Brad Pitt does play a hitman, which was cool, but we didn't get to see him really pull off any jobs. We got to see one really cool slow-motion one, but then we didn't see anything from him until the end of the movie. Going into it, I thought he was going to, be a hitman, basically show a guy or two, how to do their job, kick in the door, shoot somebody, or creep up on somebody silently and kill them. I thought it was going to be better than it was, but this movie had a lot of unexpected dialogue, and unfortunately, the story revolved around 2008 and the economic crisis. Now, granted, this movie did show you how hard times in the economy can affect people, including mobsters, which was different than what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing these, fat mobsters sitting around a table eating spaghetti or whatever, talking about how much money they made and just being rich. Well, this one, especially James Gandolfini's character, actually shows you how the hard times are affecting mobsters. So it was different, but it was just way too much dialogue and just not enough action for me personally. So because of that, because the only real saving grace in this movie, besides Brad Pitt's, De Niro from the early 90s type character, was just them playing When the Man Comes Around by Johnny Cash. That's really what I was waiting for. And even that part's not even that great. But, I digress. This movie's not for everybody. If you're expecting modern-day Goodfellas, like I said, you'll be sadly disappointed. If you're waiting for a movie to reflect the different side of the mob, the struggling, complaining, the no action, all talk side, maybe like Casino, then you like this movie. But it wasn't for me. So because of that, from rating of a 1 to a 5, I'm going to give Killing Them Softly 2.5. The actors were really the only thing that saved it, not the storyline, nothing else. So until next time, guys, see ya.